All right, last thing, guys, and this, woo, folks. The Nina Turner race has become something. When I say something, I mean something crazy, folks. This is my typical getting Nina Turner to Washington episode, but it's so much more than that, man. Now, we're going to take a mini deep dive into what's going on in this race right now. Let's start with this. Nina Turner is trying to keep this race about the issues.
Have you seen the recent news reports? Many billionaires aren't paying a dime in taxes. Surprised? Me neither. It's time to make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share and reduce income inequality. In Congress, I'll fight for a $15 an hour minimum wage, work to raise wages for working families, oppose unfair trade deals that ship Ohio jobs overseas, and strengthen Social Security. I'm Nina Turner. I approve this message to be your voice for change.
Yep. So, as I stated, Nina Turner is trying to keep it about the issues. She's talking about income and wealth inequality. She's talking about the richest 1% not paying their share of taxes, something that all of Americans, all of us resonate with. I mean, Republicans, Independents, and of course, Democrats all agree. And including the left, the real left. Everyone expects or wants, according to polling, most of us want the rich to pay their share of taxes. And that's what she's focusing on. She's not slinging mud. She's keeping it real. I haven't seen the type of ads that Nina Turner runs from the people that are her challengers in that congressional race. In fact, what I've seen from them is the opposite. But still, somehow, things are tightening according to polls, or at least some polls. New polls show Nina Turner's lead shrinking in Ohio special election. So when I first saw this, I said, wow, it's shrinking. Why is it shrinking? What is going on? The Free Beacon did a poll, and it came up with these results. It says the Free Beacon poll is consistent with other recent surveys, including the internal polling conducted by the Brown campaign, which shows Turner leading Brown 43 to 36%. Turner maintains a fundraising edge with over $1 million in cash on hand as of mid-April, while Brown had $582,000. Okay. So I said, well, okay, so that's interesting because last time I checked, there was a much wider gap. Then I saw some of the language in the Washington Beacon poll. In the article, it says, while Turner's hostility to Israel has drawn concern from pro-Israel Democrats, the race is centered on which candidate can better unite and expand the party. Brown has hammered Turner for a refusal to endorse Hillary Clinton after she defeated Sanders in the Democratic primary and for advertising her disgust at casting a ballot for Joe Biden. So the Washington Free Beacon is really like a conservative, sort of a right-wing publication. And that's why they like Shontel Brown because, well, Shontel Brown is more of a right-wing candidate. I mean, she got a couple social issues she cares about, but by and large, she's a corporatist all the way. She supports corporations over people. She's running to the right of Nina. And if you had to choose between Nina and Shontel Brown and you were on the right, you would want Shontel Brown. That's who you would want, and that's who they want. Because there's no way that you could say that Nina is hostile to Israel just because she supports the idea that Palestinians are human beings that should not be bombed. That makes her hostile. She didn't say Israel shouldn't exist. She said, don't bomb people. But to them, that's the same thing as being hostile to Israel because you're going against what they want to do, I guess. That was the Washington Free Beacon. They printed that. They're the same ones who ran a poll. And the polls that the Free Beacon ran were more biased than I've ever seen a poll be. I didn't know a poll could be this horrible. Folks, I want to show you some shit I learned. I had no idea they could stoop this low. Here goes the question that was in their polling sample. This is actually literally from their polling. It says, from their poll testing. Next, I'm going to tell you a few things about the people running for Congress and get your reaction to them. This is a statement. In the poll, Nina Turner will not be a reliable voice to work with President Biden. How is that a statement? How is that a fact? It says, I'm going to tell you a few things about the people. But who says she's not going to be a person that's a reliable voice to work with Biden? That's your opinion, Free Beacon. But see, Free Beacon is garbage. They are dog shit. This is fuckery. Nina Turner will not be a reliable voice to work with President Biden and help pass his agenda in Congress. In fact, Nina Turner compared Joe Biden to Donald Trump and said voting for Biden is like eating, quote, half a bowl of shit. Does this statement make you more or less likely to vote for Turner in the Democratic primary? These are how they framed the questions. In fact, the questions were framed to discourage people from voting for Nina Turner. Hey man, I remember when Nina Turner said voting for Joe Biden was like eating a half a bowl of shit. But she said voting for Trump was eating a whole bowl of shit. It was a joke. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone put a gun in my head, I'd rather eat the half a bowl than the whole bowl. Well, anyway, you get what I'm saying. She never endorsed Trump. She's never endorsed Trump, but they still want to float this idea that if you don't support Hillary, you're supporting Trump. Nah, sometimes, hey, you ever was really hungry, somebody offers you some McDonald's and some KFC, and you were like, nah, I'm good. I'm trying to watch my weight. I just drink some water or something. Well, according to the Free Beacon and a lot of the other run-of-the-mill Democrats that vote blue anywho, that means you wanted the KFC. I mean, because the Democrats are McDonald's. You get what I'm saying? They're saying not choosing either. In the Hillary case, it's choosing the latter. And in this case, where she said a half bowl to a full bowl, they're saying you chose to choose the full bowl. No. So anyway, the point of the matter is the Free Beacon is garbage. There are a lot of other garbage people, namely Shontel Brown, for promoting and retweeting this bullshit-ass poll. You don't think it's a bullshit poll? Here goes one of the questions that includes Shontel's name. Let's see if they were just as critical of Shontel. It says, question 2B. And do the endorsements from Hillary Clinton, Jim Clyburn, and departing Congresswoman Marcia Fudge, mother, make you more or less likely to vote for Shontel Brown? Well, the question 2A was reminding everyone that Hillary Clinton, James Clyburn, and the Congresswoman Marcia Fudge's mother, her mama endorsed Shontel Brown. Because we know it's illegal for Marcia Fudge to, because she used to formerly hold the seat, and now she's working in the Biden administration. So it's illegal for her to, but it's not illegal for her mom to. And that's not unethical at all. Not unethical at all. And the Free Beacon isn't just reporting on this. They put it in a survey and a poll and then wrote articles using the data derived from the bullshit poll. I saw Shontel Brown in a number of interviews where no one asked her any critical questions. I said, damn, why aren't they asking her questions? I mean, she doesn't talk about any policies that she's looking to implement. She doesn't talk much about what she's done other than to brag with platitudes, but nothing really specific about what she's done. But she likes to take credit for being a leader. No one tries to hold Shontel Brown accountable. No one brings up, for instance, under her watch, there's been a lot of lawsuits in Ohio. Yeah. Cuyahoga County, 27 lawsuits over jail misconduct in the wake of a string of inmate deaths. They paid out $1.35 million to aggrieved families and victims of a jail system. That's happened under Shontel Brown's watch. No one's brought it up. No one made it an issue. No one talks about it. 13 inmates have died in county jail since 2018, all under Shontel Brown. I don't hear them asking her any questions. Hey, Shontel, you're the leading Democrat. The state Democrat committee, right? You brag about everything that gets done in Ohio that's Democrat. Why aren't you bragging about your way of saving these lives that you didn't save? 13 inmates got killed in your prisons since 2018. Since June 2018. Not up till June. Since June. In silence on every platform I've seen Shontel Brown go on, no one asked her about the deaths. No one asked what her response was. No one asked what her plan was. Not a single person. So I would like to know Shontel Brown. Hey, Shontel Brown, why did all these people die? And it turns out what happened was the county was bringing in more inmates into the jail and then they could handle, and they had not enough staff, and people just started dying. Families of 5 inmates have filed lawsuits against the county, including the family of Gregory Fox, who hanged himself in his cell in August 2018. The county settled with Fox's family for $950,000. Hey, Shontel Brown, you take credit for everything that's happened in Ohio. Why aren't you taking credit for this? I'm just saying. You down with the go along, get along gang. Why aren't you taking credit for this? This happened under your watch. See, Shontel Brown likes to take credit. Oh, I did that. She likes to beatbox and rap, but she don't like to take the rap on the dead citizens that were under her care, under the care of the state that she is the leading Democratic chair on. I never heard of her getting out in front of this. I haven't seen any footage of her. I do a search, jails in Ohio prisons, Shontel Brown, and I don't see her pop up speaking about it. No, I just see pictures of her with like Obama and at a fundraiser. That's all I see. Or hanging out, being saucy, spicy, but I don't see this. I don't see you responding to this. Hold on, guys, there's more. Lawsuits filed against the county involve more than deaths. 21 other lawsuits involve 43 inmates accused the county of, among others, mistreating female inmates and inmates with mental illness. Officers beating inmates for little or no reason and providing poor or no medical care. 2 lawsuits accused the county of firing employees for whistleblowing. We're talking a full-blown scandal going on in the police, in the jails, and corrections, and Shontel Brown not being asked anything about it. I'm not saying she's the mayor. I'm not saying she's the governor. I'm saying she's a leading Democrat in Ohio. So she says. Isn't that what she says? She brags about all she got done. And this was on national front page news, and none of it sticks to Shontel. She won't speak to it. They won't even ask her about it. What did you do? What are you planning to do, Shontel Brown, about this? But I know you want to talk in roaring, symbolic speak, political speak, word salad, without getting to brass tacks about what you're going to do about these damn prisons where people are dying in, that women are being mistreated in. What up? What's the plan? What you going to do? I know kissing up to Joe Biden's ass is not going to fix the prisons in Ohio. What are you going to do? What steps have you taken? Someone needs to ask that question. David Forenza got $125,000. Why? Medical staff refused to send him to the hospital when the pain rendered him unable to move. $140,000, Corian Lawrence. He got beat up without provocation, he says. These are settlements. These are not cases. Their suits were already found to be relevant, and they received money. They received payment. So everything I'm listing here happened. Because I don't think Ohio's just throwing away money. This was proven in a court of law. Tyrone Hipps was attacked by Christopher Perdue, an officer. While he was praying, he was attacked. Hipps said the attack was in retaliation for giving an interview to the U.S. Marshal Service team, which were investigating problems at the jail. This was in retaliation. I could go on and on. There was a string of deaths. Larry Johnson, 51. He took his own life and died on July 3rd. Told the staff he was suicidal, but jailers never placed him on suicide watch. 19 inmates sue. Unsanitary conditions for inmates, women who were not given sanitary pads, inmates forced to eat poor quality food, and were locked in their cells for some 22 hours at a time. No one's asking Shontel Brown any important questions. All they're doing is doing their best to smear Nina Turner. So anyway, I talked to Nina Turner about this just yesterday when we had an interview. We had a nice conversation about a number of things. But Nina Turner spoke directly to the situation that's happening in this race where PACs are being formed. We're talking about brand new, spanking new PACs are being formed to attack Nina Turner, create smear ads, and go after her. Here's her talking about it right now.
I mean, Black, do you know one of the dark money groups that she invited in here sent out a mailing saying that I'm against Medicare for all, immigration reform, and increasing the minimum wage?
Yes.
Now, who on Mars would even believe that?
And
we got the receipts.
Yeah, that's something I've seen people float. Oil and gas air is funding a super PAC attacking Nina Turner. Samson's Energy's chair has donated $1.25 million to the Democratic majority for Israel's super PAC, which endorsed Turner's opponent, Shontel Brown. So the Washington Beacon is really nice. They report on the fact that Nina Turner, oh my God, she raised $1 million, Shontel raised $500,000. But hey, Shontel's got a super PAC putting in $1.25 million, smearing her with lies. Saying she doesn't support $15 minimum wage, saying she's hostile to Israel, saying that she's doesn't support Medicare for all. I mean, these are blatant lies, but they report on them anyway. Things are even worse than that. Take this. There's a council member, Michael Dudley. Shontel Brown's fabricating and saying that she's got endorsements that she didn't get. Once again, Shontel Brown is claiming endorsements that she hasn't received. Sort of like endorsements of fantasy endorsements. Like, who would I want to say supports me, even though they don't, that I can get away with? I'm just going to pick people. She chose Michael Dudley. She put him on her website as someone endorsing her when he hasn't. She pulled a Buttigieg. Yeah, that's it, a Buttigieg. Yeah, remember Pete Buttigieg did that. She's out here pretending that people that don't support her, or people that do support her, or people that haven't supported her have somehow endorsed her. Pete Buttigieg did the same thing. Yeah, that's that Democrat way to do it. Just lie. And if no one catches you, no one says anything, it's not a lie. And if you don't get caught, it's not a lie.
Hello, everyone. I'm City Councilman Mike Dudley, Ward 1 in the city of Garfield Heights. I'm currently the senior member of Garfield Heights City Council, and I serve as the City Council President Pro Tem. I'm here today because I am a supporter and I am endorsing former Senator Nina Turner for the 11th House Congressional District for the state of Ohio. Nina Turner has always been a fighter for our community. She has fought the battles that others were not willing to fight. Nina came in to help me when I had a situation going on with my seniors not being treated right in the Ward 1 community and the senior assisted living facility. Nina has always stepped in when I have programs. She has made time to come out and support the programs within my ward. We got to understand, this race is very important, not just to me, to everyone. I am very clear that I have endorsed less than 10 electoral candidates within my 14 years in office because my name means everything to me. But I'm clearly endorsing Senator Nina Turner. As you know, you saw my name out there supposedly endorsing another candidate. That is not true. I haven't signed nothing for and endorsed any other candidate. My endorsement clearly goes to Nina Turner. We got to understand that she's the best representation, and Nina is, for the greater Cleveland all the way down to the greater Akron area.
Here goes the tweet about it I was reading by Sam Ollett. Garfield Heights Councilman Mike Dudley tells me his name has been used on Shontel Brown's campaign literature without his permission. He was listed as one of 100 local elected endorsing Brown, but he's actually endorsing Nina Turner in Ohio. No one's asked Shontel Brown about that. Why would she say people endorsed her who have not endorsed her? Yep. Sounds a little bit like someone is unethical. I know what she's going to say. It was just an oversight. We didn't mean it. Accidents happen. Yeah, accidents happen. She didn't mean it. And how dare I or anybody else question her? She's a protege of Marcia Fudge. I know. You took a picture with Hillary that time. Hillary hates Bernie, so vote for me because Nina's with Bernie, so vote for me because, not because I'm going to do a better job, not because I even know the issues better, not because I've done anything really in my career that makes me a leader, but vote for me because I'm Shontel Brown, and So anyway, so here we go. Now, listen, guys, this is, a couple of people said Tim Black, this is getting close. It is getting close. Well, closer than it was. And Nina has to fight back. Because if Nina loses this race, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to say. I mean, I had a great caller call in last week, Sally Thompson. She laid into it, Johnson.
Hi, Tim. It's Sally. It's Sally in Portland.
Hey, Sally, what's up?
Oh, okay. I hope this isn't off topic, but it certainly shouldn't be off topic. This is a major topic. I want all of the Wolfpack, every one of you, to go to ninaturner.com and donate. I don't care if it's $27. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $1. She needs us. The latest poll shows that her opponent is within 7 points. Now, we know this is bullcrap. We know that what they're putting out there, all these corporate PAC money that this opponent has behind them, they're putting out lie after lie. They're now saying Nina Turner is not for $15 minimum wage. Nina Turner is not for Medicare for all. We know, Wolfpack, those are lies. But she needs us. She needs us. And we have to be there. This is our chance, guys. This is our chance to get in the establishment space and say, hey, we know what you're trying to do. We've seen it. We know what you did to Bernie. You will not do it to Nina. We're going to be there. And we're going to get her in that representative seat in Ohio, and we're going to get her there to be our voice. And she's going to stand up for us, and she's going to face you off, and she's going to say what we need, all of us down here, working our asses off and getting nowhere because you rich a-holes are not thinking about us. I don't know if you're so contained in your bubble that you don't know what the rest of us are living with. But I know this. I know if we don't stand up, guys, it's going to get worse. I'm seeing it every day, just in the housing market. I am seeing houses in my own neighborhood going for ridiculous prices. Ridiculous prices. I live in a plain little middle-class neighborhood. It's a neighborhood that began after the World War II. These houses now are going for $700,000. This is ridiculous. I don't care if you get a $15 minimum wage. You can't afford a house like that. And rent here in Portland, Oregon. I'm talking about just somebody's bedroom in their house is going for $1,000 a month. This is ridiculous. They are going to make us serfs. Do you understand what a serf is? Look up serfdom. My wolf pack, look it up. Look what that means. No, they can't sell us like slaves anymore, but they can make us serfs, and that's the same as slavery, guys. They're going to take away the only thing we've ever had to earn our wealth, to grow, to raise us up, and that's to own just a little piece of property, just a little piece of property, just a roof over our heads. No, they don't want us to even have that. They don't want us to have that. They're going to take that away from us. If we don't stand up, if we don't say, hey, we are wise to you, we're not going to lay down. We're not going to accept it. You may think that we are too lazy to work for your dirt wages. Well, we're not. We're not going to ruin our bodies, so that you can become rich and own every piece of property in this land. And we hit nothing, because if it means that we got to give up our body, we're going to work for the minimum. Do you understand? We're going to work for food in our mouths and maybe a box to live in, and the rest of it, we don't give a damn about. You got that? And then who's going to do your goddamn yard work? Who's going to wash your dishes? Who's going to make sure that food's delivered to your house? Do you understand that? You can be behind your iron gates all you want, but we're going to climb over them. We're going to climb over them, and we're going to say, we're here. Don't ignore us. I'm sorry, Tim. I love you more than you'll ever know. And the wolf pack, I am so upset about this. Please, please, my friends, give all you can to Nina Turner. She needs us. She's our cry. She's the one, when we spit in their face, guys, when we say, establishment, take it. Get in the back. We're not following. We're leading now. I love you, Tim. Love you so much.
Love you back, Sally. Give it up for Sally, y'all. She laid into it big time about the importance of this race in Ohio. It's not just about Ohio. It's about the country. It's about the movement. It's too important to just let it slide. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know I talked to Nina. And I know she ain't going to sit back and let her name be slandered. She's not going to let anybody kick mud on her. She's going to stand up. I knew she was going to stand up. She really stood up, Johnson. Big time.
Nina Turner, and I approve this message.
Shontel Brown. We've seen self-serving politicians like her before, using office to enrich friends, family, even themselves. On council, Brown voted to give more than $32 million in taxpayer contracts to a company connected to her boyfriend and family. She even voted to give herself a $7,000 pay raise for a part-time job on council. A slap in the face to working people. Shontel Brown, out for herself.
Oh, yeah. 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 Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Yeah, don't let the smooth taste fool you. This ain't your mother's campaign. This is some real things about to get real. Nina Turner ain't going down without a fight. We're still in a very good position, folks. We're taking it to them. We're not going to sit back and let a corrupt politician just breeze past. No. Not in my house. No. So Shontel Brown wants to take it there, huh? She wants to pretend that those contracts she gave her brother, gave her boyfriend, didn't come with some influence. Why is no one not writing about this? 85% of Nina Turner's donations have come from the state of Ohio. Is that the same true for Shontel Brown? I don't know, Johnson. Okay, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Maybe Politico or the Daily Beast would want to cover that. Maybe instead of making a big deal out of $1,200, $1,000 gift to her campaign after she's raised millions, Nina Turner, that is, Daily Beast wrote an article about, was it Politico? Politico or Daily Beast wrote an article making a big deal about $1,200 that Nina Turner got from a friend. Actually, 1,000 of it was from a friend. Not a lobbyist, a personal friend she's known for 30 years. She talks about it in the interview. Meanwhile, Shontel Brown's got hundreds of thousands of dollars from super PACs, and they don't say a word. Nothing said, but $1,000 from one friend. $1,000 out of millions that Nina's raised. They read an article saying, see, Nina can't keep her promise. She didn't keep her promise. She took money from a corporation. Yeah, not a lobbyist. A person she's worked with for 30 years. But see, that's how they smear you. They smear you. And Nina's not going down without a fight. She's not going to sit back and take it on the chin. Look, folks, some of you have given to the Nina Turner campaign before already. If you can find a way to double down on that, I hope you do. Because what's happening right now is a travesty. Shontel Brown, I don't know if she's a bad person. I don't like her politics. I don't like her lack of creativity. I don't like her lack of backbone. I don't like the idea she wants to go to Congress and just fit in with Joe Biden and Kamala. I want her to go to Congress and challenge the status quo. She thinks things are going well. They're not going well. They're going bad, Johnson. They're not going the direction we need them to go. Things need to be better for everyone. Ohio, it's not doing well. They don't need a go along, get along gang. They need somebody to go in there and get it done and fight for the people and not want to win a popularity contest with fellow congressmen, but to do like Nina and answer first to God and her constituents, not to fellow Democrats and what they think about her, because that ain't the people that hire you. So I'm not saying Shontel Brown's a bad person. I'm saying she's a bad politician. I'm saying she's not a leader. She doesn't show leadership skills. And more should be talked about, Politico, about this money. Yeah, the money. And what about the part-time job she created for herself and then gave herself more money for it or something? What about that? That seems interesting. I mean, if you want to talk about Nina Turner, she wore brown shoes. And that time she wore a different frame on her glasses. What does this mean? That time she didn't say Medicare for all. She said universal health care. Oh, told you. She's pulling a Buttigieg. That's what she's doing because for 5 years, that's all she talked about is Medicare for all. But now she's talking something else. No, she's not. Just sometimes she uses different words.
Now, who on Mars would even believe that?
And
we got the receipts.
Yeah, that's something I've seen people float. Okay, in this particular wording, she didn't say Medicare for all, but she did here. So are you suggesting that over 5 years, as long as I've known Nina Turner, she's one of her main focuses has been Medicare for all? But I don't know what's out there in the water. I don't know what's in the air, but I feel like there's something that there is definitely a narrative they're trying to push, which is they can't trust you. So you support Medicare for all, correct?
Oh, unequivocally. And I know some in our circles where she said access. Look, sometimes people say access. I don't mean access in the way that the people who don't want people to have Medicare for all. So sometimes I might not get the wording quite right in terms of, I mean unfettered access. Can I put the word unfettered on access? I mean a system where there's no copays, no premiums, no deductibles, and people flat out have health care in the United States of America. That's what I mean.
I understand that some people who are very skeptical about politicians. I'm about to ask that you be skeptical with someone else. This is too important for your skepticism. If you don't want to support a candidate, that's fine. Don't continue talking points from corporatists like Shontel Brown to hurt Nina Turner. Don't do it. Now, if you got something that means something, okay, by all means, voice it. But man, just offering shit, well, I think that because this person did this, that Nina might do this. That's not a valid criticism. What you think someone else did, like, it's last time I checked, man, we're all individuals. I'm not saying anyone's a saint, But I hope you don't judge me based on something somebody else did. Well, this black person, this other commentator did this, so you're going to do the, you probably, no, I'm different. I'm Tim Black. I'm my own person. And all I'm saying is, don't attribute other people's shortcomings or their perceived shortcomings onto someone else. This shit too important. You fuck around and help Shontel Brown inadvertently. You're helping her. And there is no comparison at all between Nina Turner and Shontel Brown. Not where it counts. People say, oh, she says she'll support it if it passes. No, but she won't endorse it. She won't sign on to the legislation, Medicare for All. Shontel Brown will not support, she will not be a supporter of it. She will not co-sponsor it. She will not fight for it. She would do what Joe Biden told you. She said she's going to go there and work with Joe Biden and do what Joe Biden wants. Help his agenda. His agenda does not include Medicare for All. His agenda does not include erasing student debt. It definitely don't include no damn reparations. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Shontel Brown is all about supporting Biden. Which supports her career, by the way. All right, so that's it. And if Nina Turner was about her career, she never would have supported Bernie Sanders. You understand that, right? You do understand. Do you understand that? Is there any doubt in your mind who Shontel Brown would have supported? We already know, don't we? All right. So there you go. Go to NinaTurner.com. This ain't the last of the coverage of Nina Turner. I'm going to keep covering it. Voting officially is August 3rd. Let's make it happen. Early voting is underway. Black men are showing up big time. I read that her number one constituency are black men. That's amazing. I wonder what's happening with the black women. Come on, black women, step up now. It's always the other way around. So anyway, I hope that all folks come out and support Nina Turner because she's obviously the better candidate. All right, guys, that's it. Let's go to phone calls.
Most news shows are suspect. They don't focus on black issues, and when they do, it's all fluff. How does that help your life? How does that help your family? How does that help the culture? They don't. The Tim Black Show is different. Tim Black gives you news for people who can't stand the news. Real, authentic, researched, entertaining, on point. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Visit www.timblacktv.com today. Get black breaking news, politics, culture from someone you can trust. TimBlackTV.com. Join us today.